Hello, everyone. I'm really pleased and excited today to be interviewing the marvelous Elizabeth Lucas. Elizabeth Lucas is an amazing mother of two. She's also a successful entrepreneur. She runs her own business, but as well as that, she's also the author of an award-winning book called Yes, You Can. And she's going to be explaining to us about, what inspired her to write that book. Now, as well as being a mother, an entrepreneur, an author, she's also a speaker and a mentor. So she's got a lot of plates to balance, and we're so excited to have her today. Hello and good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning.
How are you
Good
today?
morning. I'm great today.
Oh,
Thank you for inviting me.
you're
And
welcome. You're looking
that's
absolutely
good.
marvelous today in red. Really suits
Red is power. So you have to build the energy. Oh, thank you for your comment.
you. You've certainly got a lot of energy.
Mm.
Okay, so we really want to know more about Elizabeth. So I'd like to open the floor up to you to tell us about you. How many children have you got? What inspired you to get into business? What inspired you to get into your book and to write your book? So tell us a bit more about you.
Okay, right. I'm a mother. I'm married to a wonderful husband, and I have a wonderful two children.
Okay,
Their age is 24 and 25.
right. Okay.
Right. Why? Well, I've started business since when they were between 7 and 8, because I had them very close. One is 7, one is 8. And one of the reasons why I started my business was that I got a job because I was there when I was nursing them. I was an housewife that time. And then it comes to a stage that I needed to be working to bring some income. So I started working, but I keep on having problem with my child minors. I
Right.
mean, like lateness to work all the time, and other things are happening. So I end up resigning from one job to take care of them. And then another opportunity came again. I started another job, and then I resigned again. And then the third time, that was my dream job as a desktop publisher
Oh, right. Okay.
at City and Guilds.
Mm-hmm.
And that place is very, very busy. And they gave me an ultimatum because, I mean, like, I can't be focusing on the children and also working at the same time at that time because there's been a lot of disappointment. So they gave me the ultimatum that it's either I focus on the children and leave the job, and then, or I focus on my job. So at that time, without hesitating, I resigned from that job, focusing on my children. And during that time, there was nothing else to do than just to take care of them, uh, and then it just gone to me that I can start a business. So I started trading in the market using so because yes, I'm involving with them, but at the same time I still have a little spare time when they are on when they are at work, I mean at school. I can be trading in the market at a certain day. So I traded in the market, selling stationaries and gifts and cards. So within that time when they were in school, so I'll quickly go to the market, set up the market before they wake up. And my husband is very understanding. He will help me to get them ready before he goes to work. So I'll quickly set up the market and then come back, drop them at school, then go back to the market and then trade it. And then when it's a certain time, and then I'll pick them up. And that is how I started my business, really.
And
And
that,
it was really doing well.
yeah, that's really creative in terms of finding a business that you could use to work around your
Yes.
family, and you
Yes.
obviously had it down to a T, because you managed to, you know, put all of the activities together when the kids were
Yes.
at school, set it all up, and then come back to it afterwards. So that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
And then in terms
Yeah.
of your more recent business, um,
Yeah.
you know, in terms of Yes You Can and being, you know, an inspirational speaker, tell us about that.
Okay. So from that, my beginnings,
Mm-hmm.
I end up, let me fast forward from that, my beginning, which I did very well. I happens to run 3 shops, gift shops in London, city of London. For that time, I employ people to be doing it, the staff, so that I'm concentrating on the children at home, and then later on, I'll go and supervise them in the shop. From there as well, I created, because I'm a very creative woman, so I involved in creating or printing, like printing T-shirts and other things, promotional T-shirt, personalizing gifts. So that's another business I established. That one I can do it from home. So apart from the shops, I'm also developing from home while I am supervising the children with their own work and other things like that.
Yes.
So after that, then there was a certain time I have to stop all the businesses for health issues. So I closed all the shops down because I need to really focus on myself. So I closed all the shops down. And it was recently that I started building myself up again to say, I'm a winner, I'm an entrepreneur, I should not stop in that situation. So I started inspiring people and involved in social media, start inspiring, and that is where my first book came along. That all the blogs that I've been blogging on social media, I can turn it to a book. And I can use my experience, my story, my experience, my past life, my background, and I can use it to inspire others. And that is why the book is called Yes You Can. Because all my years,
Let's see
I've
the book
been
again.
discouraged.
Let's see the book again.
Yes, you can.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
Yes.
What a
So
wonderful title.
the book is about my story
Yeah.
and also the steps I have taken from one hand to where I am now. So those principles I shared it in this book in order to inspire others
Right.
that are in business, especially the mothers, to encourage them to say that even though they are raising their kids up, they can still do more than that around their children.
Fantastic. That's absolutely amazing. And your book, Yes You Can. So that's already been launched. It's available on Amazon.
Yes, yes, it's available on Amazon. And you can also visit my website, which is yesyoucan-by-elizabeth.com. And apart from the book, you can also read more about principles. You can read more about principles of winning ways. You can read one chapter of the book on my website as well, and you can also buy the book.
Mm, fantastic. And I've actually read your book, and it's absolutely amazing. There's so many inspirational quotes in there, and so many good tools for life. And it's not just, you know, for women, it can be for men as well, and children. My 18-year-old daughter, she started to read your book as well. It's by her bedside, and she absolutely loves it. So thank you for bringing
Thank you very much.
that into
Thank you.
our lives. Thank you so much. So,
Yeah.
what else do you get involved in? You're also an inspirational speaker, a mentor, and a coach. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, about my mentoring. What I'm trying to do is to focus on the youth, to prepare them, to give them the roadmap, because our youth sometimes, when they get to a certain age, they think they know it all. So we need to be there to guide them, to support them, and at the same time to guide them. So we need to encourage them in the areas of relationship, So my book is part. I mean, some of the topics that I've really ironed and in my book is about overcoming, how to prepare before you start saying I do, or before you start cutting. I also try to let them know that yes, love is blind, as they say, but marriage is an eye opener.
Mm.
So you learn a lot in marriage, in any relationship as well. So my book is to prepare them, to let them understand it before they enter into relationship, and
Right.
also to support others as well that are already in relationship. So I deal with that in that book. I also deal with that where they can also build their passive income.
Right.
It's not about just salary there, salary there. They need to firstly manage their finances, manage the money they have, look into what they can create. Like your daughter, I mean, she is a very great dancer. That can become another passive income for her,
Mm.
apart from any other things she wants to do.
Mhm.
So I thought about that in my book as well. And
Right.
also, when it comes to emotional, I talk about real emotions, because sometimes we don't know the reason why some people behave in a certain way.
Mm. Yes.
So I talk about it and how it is easy to forgive and love again.
Yeah. Wow. That your book your books has so many tools in it for everyone. And just remind us again, because you did say it very quickly, just remind us again the title of your book and where they can get the book from, and put it on the screen so we can all see it.
Okay, this is Yes You Can by Elizabeth Lucas. You can get it from Amazon, www.amazon.com. You can also, if you want to also read more about it before you get it, there's a chapter of this book in my website. And my website is Yes You Can by elizabeth.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. And have you got any what are your future plans? Have you got any more books coming out at all?
Yes, I'm starting to write another book called The Love That We Lost.
Oh wow, what an interesting title. Great. And so
Yeah.
we can expect that what, later this year?
Later this year, yes.
You're certainly a woman on a mission, and it's an amazing mission in terms of, you know, how you're inspiring and empowering people. And I'm so
Yeah.
glad that we connected. We met a few months ago at a networking event, and we instantly connected. And you're also part of our Inspiring Mothers in Business group. So I'm so glad
Yes.
that, you know, that we've got this connection, and that we can continue working together and connecting going forward. So
Can I say something quickly about um, inspiring mothers in business?
yes, go ahead. Yeah.
It's a very good group, a good community, because if I have that kind of group when I started my business, it could have been much better. Because sometimes we feel lonely when we are working.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's no inspiring, there's no motivation, there's no encouragement. But with what you have set up, it will help everyone, every mothers out there,
Mm-hmm.
that even in their situation, they can still enjoy their motherhood and they can still create their own business around side. You have made me to understand that all things are possible. You can be a mother and you can also be an entrepreneur.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
So that's good.
Thank
And the little tips I would just like to add to that is that I learned from mine is: number one, you prioritize your time. You
Yeah.
balance your time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
Family and business, they have to work alongside. Family should not suffer for business, and business should not suffer for family.
That's
So you balance and you prioritize it. There's always time. Like I always heard somebody said, when you spend time with family, spend quality time. It doesn't have to be a whole day,
mhm.
but the little time you spend with your children and your husband, they have to be quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let it be, it have to be quality.
Yeah, that's
So once, so that that one, they've enjoyed your presence, and you'll be surprised that they will be willing to even support you in your business. Look at what happens last event, seeing your children, they owned your business, they were so free, and your husband too. Oh wow, that is how it's supposed to do, because you know why? You have spent quality time with them.
yes, yes, and they appreciate that, and then we support each other. So
Yes,
that is the key, and that's a fantastic way to finish the interview, and
yes.
wonderful words of wisdom as always from you, Elizabeth, and that's why we have you here on the
Thank you.
because you're just absolutely amazing. And
Yes,
thank you so much for your time, Elizabeth. And
thank you.
please feel free to share this video on your platform, because you have an amazing message to share with the world. You have an amazing book with some great tools that will help people of all ages. And I fully support you in terms of spreading that message, that important message that you have
Thank you.
to us. So thank you for your time.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you for everyone that will be tuning in to watch this later.
Great.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.